Tell us about beating the Lobos at home.
Well,
at their house.
Yeah, at their house. It was another fun night. Got off to a quick start again like we did the Idlew week, and that always helps kind of set the tempo for the game. And I think we had a good long drive right there on the first series, and we're able to punch it in and just kind of set the tone for the rest of the night. I thought our kids played well again. An improvement from the week before in certain areas, and that's what's got to happen weekly.
So let's talk about some of those improvements. What are the things you guys are working on?
Well, I just think, what we did last week compared to the Idlew week is we came out in the second half and we put some points on the board, and we were able to kind of keep the offense rolling. And I think that's going to be important down the road to be able to kind of finish the games. So I thought we did that well. I think that we didn't have as much of cramping issues, so that was a good sign. And just playing hard, I think that's. I sound like I'm on repeat every week, but that's the bottom line. When the kids play as hard as they do and can get lined up right and do some good things full speed, then you got a chance to win.
There was one player who didn't finish the game. Talk to us a little bit about injuries.
Yeah, Caleb White was just breaking down on a kickoff coverage team, and non-contact injury, and he basically blew his knee out. I mean, there's not much left of it, and so he's going to have surgery here in a couple of weeks. And probably, honestly, as a coach, it's one of the worst things that you have to watch and deal with, just because there's not a better kid than Caleb White. I mean, Caleb is a great kid. He worked hard. He was here all summer. I mean, I basically handpicked him as one of our captains just because I knew the kind of character he had, and I wanted him to be one of our leaders. And so here we are. He's 2 weeks into his senior season, and he's not going to get to play any more football. And that's tough. That's tough for a kid, and it's tough for a coach and a parent to watch such a good young man go through such adversity. But Caleb said this to me the other day. He said, for some reason, God wants me on the sideline, and I thought that was as good an answer as you could have. And I know that Caleb will be better for it, but just tough to watch. Now it's the next guy up who's going to come in and do what Caleb's been able to do, and I know he'll still continue to lead us, just in a different way.
So let's talk about the sidelines a little bit. Talk about community support. What kind of support are you getting?
Well, it's been awesome. I looked up in the bleachers when we came out Friday night before the kickoff, and our side was full, and that's certainly a good sign. It helps the support is there for the kids, and I know they love that and they notice it, and you can hear the roar on a touchdown. I mean, there's just all the things that go with small school football, and those stands being full is a big deal.
So tomorrow night, Friday night, let's talk about being at home for the first time.
Well, we're ready. It seems like we've been road warriors. We've been, we didn't even scrimmage at home, so we've been 4 weeks in a row on the road. So we're ready to walk across the parking lot and play on our home field. And I know there'll be more people at the game even here since it's in town, and it will be exciting leading up to it. And then when we kick that thing off at 7:30, it'll just be another football game on a turf field.
So sometimes success begets success. What are we doing to keep up this win run?
Well, I just think we've been talking to the boys about not being satisfied. We are not anywhere near where we're going to have to be when district starts on October 13th. And so all these little things that we break down on Saturday mornings and talk to our kids about, they've got to get better. We've got to improve. So I know everybody looks at the score, and that's how they judge how we played and how well the kids are doing and how well the coaches are doing. But that's really not what it is at all. It's coaches and kids breaking down film and looking at areas where we need to get better, and looking at areas where we feel like we're right where we need to be. So it's just about improvement each day, and I know it's coach cliche as good as it can be, but it's the truth. We'll either continue to get better and be where we want to be in November and December, or we'll kind of hang out right where we're at in the murky middle, and that's not where we want to be.